studio in Carson City, Nevada. Pew, pew.
From you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond. It's the Mary and Sherry Show.
All right.
Mary, did we upset your mother again?
Not that I know of.
This is quite the get up.
The attire. What's with that tiara?
Hello, I am the angel on top of the Christmas tree.
Diva.
All right, you all can pause for just a second while you finish laughing. That's cool. We'll just
be like,
take
what?
a second, find that pause button. And when you're done, you can come back to us. We'll still be here.
And we're going to start off with a massive shout out, of course, to our fabulous Mr. Stewart Peoples and the choir. If you are here, we were here last Sunday.
Oh,
they did just such, it was such a blessing. It really
was
a blessing. And you saw how many people were here.
Yeah.
That's what music can do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't give it music the credit. You know, God brings them in. Thank you,
Very
Lord.
true, very true. But I want to say thank you, God, because we extended invitations to people and they accepted them. So you had Carolyn and I invited Norma and Dennis. And
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And I know other people did too. So.
Good on you, everybody.
That's right. Then, well, along with that, also just a thank you to our Christmas carolers and our drivers
Yes.
and all that. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was great.
Mary, do you have any, this is our pre-Christmas. Christmas is in a couple days.
It is.
Do you have any favorite Christmas memories that you could share?
I can't think of one particular one off the top of my head, but I just love being together with the family and taking that special time. And, we have a way of handing out the presents. My dad hands one out one at a time, and, you watch someone and unwrap it.
Right, right.
It's just such a lovely day all the way around.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I
something
think
brew in your brain?
I can think of two things that really are special. When I was, I was 3, nearly 4, and we were living out at the base, NAS Fallon, and I'd gone to bed. And my parents woke me up and brought me to the living room, and Santa Claus was there.
Whoa.
And yeah. And do you remember back in the day the sort of plastic stockings that were filled with like candies, and they were clear plastic, and they maybe had some red. Yeah. And they had candies and little toys. I took that thing to bed with me and I slept with it. I did. And then I dragged it out with me in the morning, and there's a picture of me kind of rubbing my eye and all that.
Did you ever find out who was the Santa Claus?
No,
Was it someone from the naval base or
Santa? It was Santa. And then another special one. My father, until I don't know. I mean, I was an adult and he still did it. Would every Christmas Eve, right before bed, he had cut it out of a newspaper. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and he would read that right before bed.
Oh, that's
just
cool.
special.
Those are good memories.
Good memories.
You made me think of something, and Hallie and Bob, I'm going to get this all messed up, but there was some story that Hallie told when she lived in Reno, and they always had a Santa Claus come over, and years later, Bob Stansberry and Cecilia said it was Bob. Bob was the Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
All those, so, and one of those small world things where
I know that there was more than one time when my father was Santa Claus on the phone for friends.
Oh.
So we had friends with young kids, and he'd be Santa on Christmas Eve, and I think that really was special to them. So
I do remember, my brothers and then my cousin. We would all we got to sleep in the same room, in sleeping bags the night before, and just so hard to go to sleep.
Sure,
because you're just like,
Yeah.
And that was always really fun.
Yeah.
When you could have the whole family together and, your aunts. And,
Yeah, well, I think we're fortunate enough that the holidays bring out the best in us and our families, and that's a very fortunate thing. And
we're blessed that we have families that,
Yeah.
have those traditions, because not everybody does. So.
right, and I'm tearing.
Thank you, Lord, again.
I'm tearing up over it.
Yeah. Well, those are really special memories.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
awesome tales.
and we're continuing to make good ones and just have a wonderful time.
So where is Joe going to go dressed as Santa Claus?
Well, he's not quite white enough yet, but I was thinking just the other night, I'd give him a few years and he can grow that beard out, and and I'll be his elf or Mrs. Claus or whatever need be.
You'd be Mrs. Claus.
Golly. Anyway,
onward. We got totally sidetracked. Well, this is a
that's
big
okay.
weekend because
It
it's
is.
Christmas weekend.
It is
so
Christmas weekend.
What's
So,
going on Christmas Eve?
So Christmas Eve, we have one service at 7.
7 o'clock.
And in the sanctuary, of course, it is a family service. So expect that there is going to be noise and squirmy children, and it's going to be about 90 minutes long. It's going to be full of music and readings and a great story. Bob always shares a wonderful story on Christmas Eve. Childcare will be available. The nursery will be open.
Opened.
But if you want your kids there with you, it's okay. That's the life of the church. It's wonderful to hear those noises.
Yes, it is. I love watching little kids run around.
Yeah. We are both retired teachers. We enjoy that kind of thing. So now the offering that night goes to missions. So please do not bring your regular offering to that service.
Right.
And the Family Life Center is going to be blocked off because we are still hosting Knots this month until the end of December. So,
So the Narthex stores will be closed.
right, the Narthex doors going into the Family Life Center
Life.
will be closed. You can come in through the Narthex doors off of Division Street. I'm still crying.
Well,
All right.
That's good memories, of your folks
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, after Christmas Eve, of course, follows Christmas morning.
Yes, and we'll have our regular service at 10 a.m. There will not be childcare that morning, and it will not be live streamed, and there will not be the coffee cart. So just come on down and worship God on the day of his birth.
There you go.
We are worshiping God for the day of his birth.
I think that, I love that. I love that there's no live stream or anything, and it's just, here's the focus.
Yes, because everyone else wants to get home to their families as well. So, praise team will be there.
Great.
Ready to go.
Monday, December 26th, the office is closed, so please do not come by the office with anything because you will find the doors closed and locked.
Yep. And, 4 p.m. Thursday, which is the 27th.
This is why
We will check.
we have phones. I think it's, no, it's not the 27th. It's the 29th.
Oh, Thursday at 4 p.m. on the 29th. So a week away. That is the last you can give your year-end giving. And you may have noticed that all of a sudden, out of the blue, this has been pushed a lot. Well, we're coming to the end of the year, and
Right.
it's important to keep the lights on and the water running and all of those things that the budget goes to. So we're trying to get, everyone, if you have a pledge or if you have an extra penny laying around, pew, throw it into the plate.
Right.
Next Thursday, 4 p.m., all year-end giving is due, so we can take care of all of our bills, and we'll start planning. I know they've already started planning next year's budget.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep. So you can just bring that into the office Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
bit of business there, just a bit of business.
Okay, now this is really exciting. So next week, you're going to get to watch a Mary and Sherry Best of 2022 review. We will not be sitting here coming out to you live next week, but we are going to present to you, there's a clip from every single Mary and Sherry show in 2022.
Wow.
And still love to know what some of your favorites were. I was thinking about, because I have been editing it, and I have 2 favorite things.
What are they? Because I can't even remember one year to the next.
Oh, I know. It's so much. 2 favorites. My first one, and I'm not going to cry over these.
Well,
My first
okay.
favorite is when in the end of June, when you and I were both gone, and Bob did was it like the rise and fall of the Mary and Sherry show? Right. I mean, the writing on that, the acting, oh my goodness. It was wonderful. I just loved it. And but the next one, and this isn't really a necessarily on-air one, I truly love coming in here every week and being with you guys.
Yeah.
And doing this, because it's a blessing every week. It's definitely
It's a good way to start the day.
It is. Yep. Well, you were Mr. Potato Head, and that was a
Yes.
lot of people's favorite.
That was very fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed filming that with all of the folks and Oreo the dog and
Yep.
Ron lassoing me. And, yeah.
Yep. And then also Mary in the Wild. Those have been fantastic.
Mary in the
Being able
Wild.
to-
That was Bob's idea that
Right.
started that up. Yeah.
But
We'd be outside and he all of a sudden would whip out a camera. Let's film something. And I'd be
Yeah, you can't go anywhere without him bringing something along to record. But
beware out there, people, because Bob always has a camera on him.
he truly does. That's not a lie. It's not an exaggeration. So yeah, you've shared a lot of wonderful stuff with us over this last year.
Well, so have you and
yeah.
the editing queen. But this is coming to the end, and we are rolling into Christmas. I can't believe it's that close.
It is. Yep.
And this is YouTube.
So we invite you to
Like,
subscribe,
and ring the bell! Woo-hoo! Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas.
And God bless you, everyone!
We will see you in 2023, but do tune in next week for the best of 2022.
Merry Christmas,
Bye.
everyone. We'll
Hope to see you
this
Saturday.
weekend.
Bye-bye. So, it's going to be full of music and some musics. It's going
Yeah. Wait.
It's going to be full of musics.
It's going to be full of wonderful music.
I think I must think I'm in England, because like they don't say math, they say maths. I'm going to maths class. Now we're going to go to music's class. I don't know. Following that, Boxing Day. See, I'm still in England. Boxing Day, Monday, December 26th. I am an Anglophile, big time.